manager in sustainability vertical, and he's leading this particular webinar. I would like to tell you he has expertise in this particular vertical, and he's been working in this vertical from last 4 to 5 years. And today this session will be conducted by him himself only. I would like to invite Nagin to continue with this session.
Thank you, Tatiksha. Thank you so much for sharing insights with the attendees. So we can start. I guess we have good number of attendees today. Yeah. So IIT Kanpur, in partnership with the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, has conceptualized and launched this program, Startup Gateway for Garbage-Free Cities. We initially had a cohort one of this program, wherein we have 20 startups. This time we are, looking for fresh startups to begin with second cohort of this program. And we are looking for startups across various themes, including zero waste, waste segregation, reduce, reuse, recycle, plastic waste management, social innovation for waste management, innovative waste cleaning, and real-time waste monitoring. And all these segments have, in-depth subsectors or working areas where startups could be working in. So details of each of these subsectors is given on the portal. We'll share the link to apply as well. The eligibility criteria for this program is that the startup should be registered within in India. So any startup registered in India is eligible to apply for this program. So what a startup should expect from this program is that they would be getting access to funding of 20 lakhs each, incubation support for an year, wherein you would be having regular boot camps uh, to build your sector expertise or business models, refine your business plan, business acceleration support in terms of getting the necessary connects in terms of corporates or governments or technical mentorship as per the need of the startup. At the end of the program, there would be a demo day wherein startups would get access to investors to take the discussions forward for taking next round of investments. Apart from that, IIT Kanpur offers vast infrastructure and network to get benefit from. Yeah, startups can apply, through the Linktree link. We'll share in the chat box as well. The evaluation stages of this program is, right now it is in the call for application stage. Last date to apply for the program is 19th November. Once the shortlisted applications receive, one-on-one pitching session link, they would be pitching to the internal committee, and then eventually the shortlisted candidates would present to the evaluation committee, and the cohort would be announced finally. So this is the, these are the startups which we had in the first cohort, and recently Recircle has raised pre-series A funding from Flipkart Ventures and i3 Partners. This time we are looking for a bigger cohort. Initially, we had 20 startups. You can reach out to us anytime in case you have any queries. So I think, startups or attendees can put in their questions or queries which they have in the Q&A box or chat box. So yeah, we have a query. Is this a yearly program? So yeah, we are running a cohort-based program. This is the second cohort which we are, look scouting the startups for. So the startups who get onboarded or selected in this program would get an incubation support for an year. So yeah, once you are into the program, you get 12 months of incubation support. I hope your I answered your query. Is it a equity or grant debt structure? So yeah, The funding would be given to each of the startups in the cohort, and the incubation would be against equity. Can companies not working on garbage cleaning but beautification instead can apply? I would suggest you go through the detailed uh, sectors and the working areas which we are looking for. I'll just share the link in the chat box. So that contains all the specific challenge areas which we are looking for. If that fits your need, would suggest you apply for the program. Titiksha, can you please share the Linktree link in the chat box? That would
Yeah,
help
I'll share.
attendees to
Yeah,
go
I'll
through
share.
that. Yeah. The Linktree contains detailed uh, challenge areas and objectives which we are looking the startup should helps solve. Okay, please clarify projected milestones, 1 year projection across 3 stages. Yeah, so you would be getting 20 lakh rupees as a fund. So we expect that you utilize that amount to scale your startup. So it could be utilized in terms of increasing traction of your startup, be it revenue number or building a new product or existing scaling up an existing product. So uh, any function of your startup can utilize that fund. So you have to break that utilization into three across 3 stages and define a milestone that this is the amount you would be utilizing in for to achieve the first milestone. So you have to quantify that milestone in numbers and the outcome which would come. That's how you need to submit the proposal. How will the startup get the pilot opportunity? So Mitali, this program is in close association with the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, and we, bring in a close collaboration, or you can say, uh, network of urban local bodies across India. So, in case your startup is helping solve a challenge area in the ULBs across India, we can definitely connect you with the same to help you get pilot. So the discussions would happen. Do we need to be an already incorporated startup or can we register for a startup now? So yeah, the prerequisite is that the startup needs to be registered and we suggest you apply in case your application is under process. You can still apply. But it is suggested that before the start of the cohort, all documents are in place. Okay, next question we have is we are from Chennai. What support can we expect? So yeah, startups across India are welcome to apply. In the first cohort also we had startups from across India, from Jaipur, Maharashtra, Pune, Chennai as well, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh. Can we Are the pilots to be required in government bodies or is private sector? So if you could please, clarify on this question. Are the pilots to be required in government bodies or is private sector pilots? Okay, so if the startup is, engaging the pilot through himself, they are free to, engage with any partner. But in case you require us to approach, we definitely reach out to our uh, pool of network to help you get pilots wherever feasible. Is there any particular stage? Is there any particular stage of startup you are focused on, or can idea stage startups also apply? We welcome ideas across all the stages. So any stage the startup is welcome to apply. Is it a virtual incubation? Okay, so the incubation discussions would happen in later stages. Both are possible, virtual as well as physical. Can we approach CIX outside this program, as currently we are not DP IIT? I would suggest that you complete the and get the DPIIT certification in case you get selected before start of the cohort. I'll just run through the presentation once again, and we can, uh, meanwhile, attendees can share their queries in the chat box or Q&A box. So yeah, we are looking for startups across all the stages. The startup needs to be registered within India. The broad areas which we are looking for is startups across zero waste, reduce, reuse, recycle, plastic waste management, waste segregation, social innovation for waste management, innovative waste cleaning, real-time waste monitoring. What should the startup expect from the program is 20 lakhs of funding for each of the startup, 1 year of incubation support, business development through engagement with ULBs across India, access to the state-of-art infrastructure and R&D facilities of IIT Kanpur. We definitely provide, technical and business mentorship by engaging the startups with our pool of sector-specific and industry-specific mentors. Yeah, we regularly host boot camps for engaging and development of the startups. Uh, at the end of the program, you can expect a demo day wherein you will get access to investors to initiate discussion for next round of investments. um, Three stages of evaluation: primary screening based upon the program fit, then evaluation by the expert, and the finally shortlisted startups would present to the program committee. Last date to apply is 19th November. We would suggest you apply as soon as possible because applications are being evaluated on first come first serve basis. Limited cohort size. Last year we had 20 startups. This time more than that would be having more than 20. Yeah. These are the 20 startups which we had in the first cohort, and recently Recircle has raised pre-series A funding from Flipkart and i3 Ventures. You can reach out to us anytime in case you have any query. Yeah, we have a few more questions. So I am in Bangalore. Will we be expected to travel for the incubation? If yes, what is the frequency and duration? So it depends upon the type of incubation you opt in for. Those discussions would happen in later stage once you are selected in the cohort. So both options are visible, virtual as well as physical. What is the equity percent? So equity percentage, depends upon the stage of the startup is at. It is very nominal. I would request attendees to, share their queries in the chat box or Q&A box. So yeah, we have few more questions. Is there also an opportunity for conducting pilots with MAUA and other government departments? So yeah, the program definitely helps you get connects with the relevant uh, government bodies or ULBs, and the further discussions depends upon the needs and requirements and the offerings of both the parties. So yeah, the initial connects are there. Yeah. Yeah, the team has shared the application link in the chat box. I would suggest attendees, go through the link. The details of each of the focus areas are mentioned within that, and you can reach out to us anytime in case you have any query. Yeah, we have a few more questions. Can we apply for more than one idea? So, we are selecting startups in the cohort. So, one application from one startup is suggested. In case you have, more than one idea within your startup which you want to fund, you can use to fill out the proposal format given in, as well as mention details of the uh, idea in your pitch deck. In case it is at ideation stage, the fund can be utilized to create prototype, increase your traction numbers, or scale up your startup the way your business needs are suited at that point in time. I hope I have um, answered your query, Anjali. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Thank you, Anjali. We are a 2016 startup registered company into waste management. One of our model from OFMSW to electricity was shortlisted for application in 4,000 cities by Mahua Nitya. Which way will your arrangement can be help of us? So yeah, we are looking for startups, who have past success metrics as shared by you in case of your startup. We are looking for such sort of startups to apply under the program. We'd love to have you on board in case you get selected. And we definitely connect you with the government bodies, the corporates, the PSUs, for getting you market access, as well as helping you connect for raising CSR funds apart from the regular investors. So yeah, initial connects for every segment is provided. IIT Kanpur, has a vast network of alumni across the corporates as well as government bodies. So leveraging that always helps. I hope I have helped you out, Mr. Rajesh. Uh, okay, so yeah, we have another query. We are 20 crore turnover company, but so far it didn't work for corporations yet. Hence, we focus on private entities in CBG business. Uh, I would suggest if you could elaborate more on the query. Yeah. Sure, sir. We will reach out to you on your contact details as shared by you. I'd suggest attendees please share their queries in the chat box or Q&A box. We would be happy to help you out. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Yeah, Rajesh, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for sharing your best wishes. Uh, I'd suggest attendees to please share their queries in the Q&A or chat box. We would be happy to resolve. Yeah, when is the cohort expected to start? So the cohort would be announced in the second week of Jan. Yeah, please share your queries in the Q&A box or chat box. We would be happy to help you out. You can definitely reach out to us on our email or contact details in case you have queries in later stage while applying for the program. Okay, we have another query. Is there any technology demonstration pilot grant provided over and above 20 lakh rupees grant? So yeah, this 20 lakh rupee is in the for this program. In case you get selected in this program, you get access to that. Apart from that, IIT Kanpur runs several funding programs. You can definitely apply for that. In case you get selected, you can club that as well. But within this program, only 20 lakh grant is funding is there. Okay, we have another query. Can a Section 8 company which is not for profit organization apply for this? So yeah, this program is for the startups. So a registered startup within India is an eligibility criteria. A Section 8 company isn't eligible. Requesting other attendees as well to share their queries in the chat box or Q&A box. Okay, we have another query. Startup registered under which portal are eligible, or just tell us about the eligibility criteria. So startups registered within India and having a DPIIT certificate are eligible to apply for the program. Yeah. And suggest attendees to go through the link given shared in the chat box to uh, get in detail knowledge about the focus areas which we are looking towards. And in case you are close enough to the fit of that, would suggest you apply. We have a startup with us who would share their experience. He That is Unico. They are from the first cohort of the startup. He will be sharing his experience with the fellows. He was part of the first cohort, which is currently underway, and he is here to share his experience with you, potential startups for the next cohort. So you will get an insight into his experiences which have been when during the first cohort of the program. Hi Ankit, thank you for joining us. I'd request you to please share your experiences of being part
Yeah.
of the first cohort of the Startup Gateway program.
Hi Nageshwar. Sorry for delay. So basically it was a like nice experience like being as a startup, and it since it's related to waste management and related to recycling and zero waste. So this grant and this initiative is good, and like first of all, in terms of there are multiple incentives that we get it from this grant. Like first one is related to marketing support, and since we are into waste management, so it will be good to have like good connection with different nagar nigams. So like we recently want to get connected with Kanpur Nagar Nigam, so we got some connection over there. And when we said that we are a part of this Swachhta Startup Challenge, and they also like appraise them, appraises also कि हाँ आप कुछ अच्छा कर रहे हो related to waste management. and तो वहाँ पे एक अच्छा हेल्प मिल जाती है कि जब हम लोगों को बताते हैं, या जस्ट जितने भी MCDs हैं या जितने भी नगर निगम्स हैं, क्योंकि उनका भी कहीं ना कहीं मेन फोकस है कि हम वेस्ट को रिसाइकिल करें एंड ऑल। एंड जब उन्हें पता चलता है कि हाँ ऐसे भी स्टार्टअप्स हैं जो इनसे रिलेटेड है, तो वो काफ़ी हेल्प हो जाती है इन टर्म्स ऑफ ऑल। एंड इन टर्म्स ऑफ मार्केटिंग में काफ़ी सपोर्ट मिला हम लोगों को, ब्रांडिंग में भी काफ़ी सपोर्ट मिला, एंड व्हेन वी सेड कि हमें ये ग्रांट मिली हुई है, एंड इन टर्म्स ऑफ बिल्डिंग द क्लाइंट्स आल्सो, सो दिस इज आवर एक्सपीरियंस इन टर्म्स ऑफ मार्केटिंग एंड ब्रांडिंग में काफ़ी सपोर्ट मिला हम लोगों को। एंड फंड्स तो है ही, वो तो है ही, एंड उसमें भी ये काफ़ी अच्छा लगता है कि मतलब सिंस दिस ग्रांट इज बेसिकली ऑन कि हाँ हम अचीवमेंट्स क्या टारगेट कर रहे हैं। सो जैसे हमारे केस में था कि हाँ हमें ग्रांट मिल रही है, हमने एक सर्टेन टास्क रखा कि हाँ इतना इम्पैक्ट हमें करना ही करना है। तो जब वो एक हमें एक फिक्स टारगेट मिलता है तो उस पर काफ़ी अच्छा लगता है। मतलब इनिशियल लेवल्स पे हमने कभी सोचा ही नहीं था कि हाँ हम ऐसे टारगेट बेस्ड सेल्स कर भी पाएंगे, बट हाँ जब ग्रांट मिली उसके बाद जो टारगेट्स मिले हम लोगों को, हमने वो अचीव किया, तो खुद में भी एक अच्छा कॉन्फिडेंस आया अंदर से कि हाँ कुछ अच्छा कर रहे हैं, और टारगेट मिलते हैं तो काफ़ी हेल्प होती है।
Yeah, thank you, Ankit. Thank you so much for sharing your experience and motivating the potential applicants for the next cohort of the program.
थैंक यू।
Yeah, thank you. I'd request attendees to share their Q&A queries in the Q&A box or chat box. Would be happy to help you out. Wait for another 2-3 minutes. Yeah. Also, you can reach out to us anytime in case while applying for the program you face or have any query. Yeah. Please keep in mind that the last date to apply for the program is 19th November. We are evaluating applications on a rolling basis. It is suggested that you apply as early as possible. Yeah, I guess we aren't receiving any more queries from the attendees. Thank you so much for attending the open house. Thank you, Ankit, for sharing your experience with the potential entrepreneurs or cohort for the next cohort.
थैंक यू नागर।
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you for
Thank you,
joining
Nazim,
us.
for sharing the insights.
Yeah.
I would like to thank everyone who had attended, and I hope we have answered your queries. And for any further detail, you can contact us anytime. Thank you so much for everyone joining.